Why, hello and welcome back to another vloggy type video. I'm going to apologise right away for the lack of a video last week, which would have been week 7 of me being back at work. But unfortunately, when I went to record that, I had a very slight incident that made it pointless going any further forward. And I'm going to put a picture on screen now, somewhere, and you'll notice my monitor is broken in that picture, which left me the issue of actually trying to, if I'd filmed the video, actually trying to edit it and upload it. So yeah, that didn't happen, but as you can maybe see, I do have a new monitor in place now, so that's brilliant. It's brand spanking new. Bought it for the shop myself, no going out for freebies or anything like that. It was a proper purchase. So hence why we're back to doing the vlogs. Now, like I said, this is the end of week 8 of doing of being back to work, and I'm still really enjoying the work. Week 7 was a bit different. I got trained up on one of the machines, which was the XL Cassia, I think they call it, which is one of the bigger machines at my work, and I really did enjoy that. I'm going to keep this quite short because I'm still, if you look on my monitor over here, I'm still in the middle of editing videos that are meant to go live today, and this is the night before. So yeah, I'm hoping this makes it live on time. So in saying that, it's been quite good fun. Like, I was doing the Cassia XL, which was a bit different. Got me out my powder room for a bit, and it was really quite good fun. The other thing you might notice is all my patch walls are gone. They're gone. Goodbye. I'm only joking, they're not gone. They've just been taken down because I want to secure them onto the wall a bit better than what they were, because they weren't held on that great. And my partner decided she was going to redo them. She took all the patches off, she's put them all back on, and the reason why I've not put them back up for doing this video is, well, A, I didn't really have time because of all the editing and that I've got to do it, and B, because I've just done the AOB box, well, June's AOB box in Patch Club, so there's more patches to go on them. So, yay, that's always good. Now, I do apologise for somebody tooting their horn. I do hope their lights and wipers work too. Now, yeah, I'm recording this again. I'm sitting in my living room once more. I'm hoping the lighting's alright for this, because what happened to my monitor was I tried to do it a bit different. I was trying to set up the ring light I've got in front of my monitor, and I was using my keyboard to balance it on. I excuse the mess on my desk as well. And when I was expecting it, the ring light went to fall. I sort of went to try and grab it, ended up knocking it back, and it hit the monitor and cracked the screen. So yeah, that was all fun. But never mind, like I said, I do have a new one. So what else is happening? Well, tomorrow I'm hoping to actually get out to a game of Airsoft, my first one in a long time, like since before COVID long. But I do say in one of my B videos, I think it's the box one, don't expect any gameplay footage because my cameras are still out on loan to someone. So yeah, that's brilliant. These vlogs are not scripted, they're just random. I really do need to start writing a script for these. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm really hoping to get to the game tomorrow, even if it's only a half day. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't think you can see him, but Nico is lying on the floor down beside me here. I'm going to keep this video really quite short, because like I say, I'm busy doing video editing and everything else, and obviously recording this one. I can't do the editing and recording at the same time, because I have nowhere to mount my camera above my monitor for doing it. But I do keep playing with ideas in my head of trying to think how to do it, then it just doesn't work out. So it is what it is, I hate to say it, this precise moment in time. And yeah, the one good thing I do laugh at, ironically, is in the AOB box I actually got something that I really need for my game tomorrow but didn't have, so that's fun, that's good. Yeah, still drinking my coffee. So yeah, let's say in week 7 at work, I was on the Cassia XL, which was quite good. Learned how to do some new moulds for it, things like that. It was a bit different being outside of my powder room. It's completely different from being in my powder room, if that makes sense. The heat difference, you would not believe. I mean, there's a definite, out when you're working on these machines, the heat is definitely a lot more out where they make the moulds. So it's a lot hotter, and yeah, I was definitely feeling it. But it didn't take me that long to sort of acclimatise to it and get into actually just getting on with it, if that makes sense. So yeah, that was brilliant. I really enjoyed that. And week 8, I was back into the powder room, which I didn't mind. To be honest with you, I was a wee bit glad to get a bit of a break from the heat, but I could have been either like out on one of the ovens or in the powder room. It really wouldn't have bothered me too much where I was. I do apologise if I look a bit scruffy. I'm in a hillbilly phase, as I call it. I just can't be bothered shaving anymore. So I'm just leaving my beard to go wild and all the rest of it. And yeah, something I did sort of discover on week 8 at work is our head supervisor he approached me at one point and he was telling me things that were going on at work. I was like, alright, that's fine. And one of them is the powder room's going to get shut down for a week or two because of company reasons. I'm not going into it. I didn't get it explained to me that well. But when I was getting this sort of told to me by my head supervisor, I'm sitting going, well, what does that mean for me? In my head I'm thinking, well, if there's no powder room getting run, does that mean I'm not working for this time, or what? But what he said to me is what he wants to do, and what the plan is from the company is, instead of like sending me home or anything like that, what they're doing is they're actually going to train me up on all the machines, like the cookers, because we've got 3 2-armed machines, 1 3-arm machine, and 1 4-arm machine, something like that. I'm not 100% sure, I'm not counting all the arms on them. I think we've got maybe 4 2-armed machines. Maybe. So I think it's 4 2-armed machines, 1 3-arm machine, and 1 4-arm machine, which, yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to work all them. I mean, I done the Roto, I think it's one of the 2-arm machines. I done 1 day on that, but that was it. It was a really easy day because we were only running 1 arm on it. So yeah, one side it had a lot of downtime, which was a bit boring if I'm honest. I don't really like having loads and loads of downtime sitting doing nothing, and you end up finding yourself just try to find something to do, anything to look busy. I mean, I ended up jumping over to some of the other machines to try to help the guys out there, just for work to do, save me being bored. But that's not to say that I don't want to do it. I actually really do, but I'm hoping when I'm getting trained on all the machines, I'm running, like, all sides are running on it so that there's less downtime. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that and see where that takes me from there. Because that's the good thing about my work, is all the supervisors and that, they do listen to what you're saying. They're quite talkative. There's a lot of communication there between you, with things like that. Because, like, like I said, in week 7 I wasn't in the powder room, so that was getting shut down before I was in. And week 8, night shift wasn't doing the powder room, so I was having to shut the machines down for that, which was good. I enjoyed doing that. It was good practice. There was even a couple of days I had to fire the machine up, which I don't want to say was daunting. It was just a bit different. Don't usually have to do that because day shift usually have it running. I work back shift, so usually day shift have it all fired up and running and all the rest of it. Sometimes not very well. Sometimes I'm walking into problems and issues and things like that and all the rest of it. But the one thing that has been a bit of an issue at my work is our scrap machine's been down for a week now, and you soon see how much scrap builds up due to that. But I wouldn't say that's a big issue really, if I'm honest with you. I would say it's a big issue, but the company seems to be on top of it and getting it dealt with, which is quite handy. And what I'm hoping's happened, or what I think's happened anyway, or at least as me and my charge hand were talking about how to deal with the problem with all the scrap we had. And it seems our idea has come to, like, we brought it to the attention of, like, the head supervisor, and it seems he's actually taken the idea on the chin and ran with it. So that's quite good. I was glad with that, because basically I'd came up with an idea to get us extra buckets for scrap because we were running out. And our charge hand, he knows the business a lot better than me. He knows all the moulds, names and things like that. So I spoke to him, he was like, well, you've got a good idea, but the way I was wanting to do it wasn't very practical. But he came up with another way of doing it, which was a bit more practical, so it became sort of our idea, like the two of us working together on it. We put it to the head supervisor, and he sort of went, oh, it's worth thinking about, I'll see what I can do. And then we never heard any more about it. And a day or two went past, and I was like, right, well, there's an idea it was worth putting out there, but maybe it's just not worked. And then on Friday I walked into work, had all these tubs sitting and things like that, and basically one of the other supervisors from elsewhere in the building came in with another load of tubs. He's like, right, these are for yours, these are for your scrap, but you need to do this to them. Like, just basically cut parts of them off and get them ready for it. And I was like, yeah, no problem. So maybe our idea, I don't want to say it was just our idea, there's a chance somebody else in the work thought of the same thing. But it does seem the idea we had has been taken on and put forward and approved. So yeah, quite happy with that. I'm hoping my name got put forward with that, because it shows, we are thinking of ways of improving problems in the work and find solutions. And I hope it's not just my name that's been put forward. I hope mine and our charge hand's name's been put forward together, as well as everyone that got involved with making it happen. But yeah, so that's been like week 7 and 8 at work, so not too much to report, but it's been quite good. Now, I don't know what else to really say about this. I mean, I keep having ideas of what I could say and what I could do, but then it's like trying to do them is a bit more difficult, and with me being on a timeline makes it even worse yet. But what I will say is, feedback from my viewers is always really appreciated with these videos. Let me know what you want to see. I am still playing with on how to get the in-car camera working until I get my GoPros back from being out on loan, because they do work quite well. So hopefully things will change. Unfortunately, I'm not really going to do any recording at work because I don't know what the company policies are on that. And I don't want to get in trouble when I'm only 2 months into the work. But I will say this, I'm still losing weight a wee bit slower now when I'm at work. I'm down to like 90 kilos from nearly 100, and that's in 2 months, so I'm quite good at that. But the weight loss will be counteracted with muscle gain, because I have noticed that with me being on benefits for so long, I didn't have as much muscle as I used to have when I was out doing things a lot more. I became quite lazy, I'll be honest about that. I hadn't really realised it, but I had. Where now when I'm back at work, I'm noticing some of the old muscle I had is coming back, which is quite good. I'm glad to see that. So I'm not exactly sitting saying, oh, I'm not losing the flab. I think I'm losing the fat, but the muscle that I'm gaining through doing the work, because I do try and push myself a wee bit at work, make it, I don't want to say make it more difficult, but maybe do things slightly different that help me build the muscle back up, is working, because I am noticing a difference in it all now. Which is brilliant to see, because it's quite interesting. See how these wee changes can make a big difference. So yeah, I think I'm going to call the end to the video about there, because I've not got much more to say really, but I do have a lot more to do tonight to be ready for tomorrow and all the rest of it. And plus I need to go and pick my partner up from work, and I need to leave in about 5 minutes. So I'm going to call into it there, and hopefully you enjoy the video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and leave any ideas you've got down in the comments below. And again, I apologise for there being no vlog last week. If you are somebody that tunes in every week to watch them, I do apologise. I know there's only like two or three of you, but it really does mean a lot to me having these small fans that do come on. So, thank you very much for coming along, and until next week, don't forget, be smart, be safe, think others, and peace!